All right, we'll get started because, as always, I like this earlier time and don't want to run long if we don't have to.
That's
So,
what she said.
count us down.
We are crushing deer in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to episode 187. Got a 187 out here of the Guardian Hub podcast, where we talk Destiny, interview guests, and talk about our love of the game. Sin, how you doing tonight? So far, it's just me and you.
Yeah, we're the podcast that asks, do you like deer jerky?
Yes. Do you know what code 187 means, Sin? They use it in rap songs sometimes.
No, I'm not jiggy with it.
Police code for homicide. We got a 187 over here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On
So
my car,
187
basically.
187, your car is dead. We don't assume Dez is dead. And the game is a little dead right now, except for some interesting Telesto things going on. But hey, we're here to talk about it. We always have stuff to talk about.
I've been
because
busy.
We love Destiny, the game. And welcome everyone listening live. If you want to comment about anything or have questions, we have a chat. You can put it in. And in fact, also, we do have one in our general chat that Mr. Monkey posted today that I will have to remember. So
I'll go back and remember. It'll give me something to actually do.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to start off with a poem here. It's a sweet poem donated. It's a sweet poem for Sin from my heart. Okay, you ready? They call me Telesto. Say it with your chesto. My zest for stress. Tests just colosito. Conquest this placido. Will soon be repressido. Suggest you rest if you're feeling distressed. It's probably Edo, distresto. You're a guest for this festo. At my behesto. As long as you express, I'm the absolute error. It cuts off there. Did you love my sweet poem, Sin?
It's a no from me, dog.
I didn't just make that up. That is from
I figured it.
Telesto itself, which has taken over the Destiny 2 Twitter channels, TikTok channels. A lot of things have been going on. And really, the people want to know what is happening. Sin, what do you think is happening? Do we even know? Do we care?
It had to be on purpose, right? Like everything that I don't mess with Telesto. It's not my jam regardless, but I've seen some videos on it of how when you land in a zone, it's sparking, and then the reload animation, like if you were to hold reload like you would on that one auto rifle that changes
Listen to your question again. It had to be on purpose. No, Sin. Telesto has reached artificial intelligence and has actually taken over Bungie's Twitter channels and able to post these things on its own. So yes, it's not on purpose. Bungie is freaking out right now. They're running around their headquarters and trying to figure out how to stop the AI known as Telesto.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so yes, I mean, this is awesome in a way, especially for being a slow week in Destiny. This is something that could have been planned way ahead of time. Also, it's something that we know they have a lot of ability to change things on the fly now in the game. And so maybe, just maybe, although I don't think this happened, but it started with a small bug and then they ran with it. Because doing things on the Twitter channel, they can do that pretty much immediately. But it wasn't a bug. It was just something that was changed, whether it's just an Easter egg, which is most likely, or a change that, you know, they want us to do something with. Who knows? But it is a cool change. Did you see that with the latest update of it, it actually, when the Telesto bolts hit a target or the ground, they stay there for a second and then they do a new explosion to the side. They kind of like, explode out. Have you seen that latest thing?
To me, it almost looked like the that Void pulse rifle.
I don't remember.
That kind of like Void explosion.
Hmm.
What is that called? Now you're gonna make me look.
Well,
I haven't used it in forever.
Is it really like that?
I think so.
Graviton, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyways, and you can kill yourself with it now. I'm trying to remember. I think there was a point way in the past where you could kill yourself with it also as the user, but then that stopped for a while. But you can kill yourself again. So if you shoot it at the ground and you're standing there and just the person who shot it can kill yourself when those void explosions pop back up like little mini fireworks, kind of what it looks like. But then they kind of like arc up a little bit and then go back down to the ground, like little volcano firework things. So it is what it is. Now, the day this first came out on Tuesday, some people were so sure, including Paul Tassi, because he said he had a source that told him this is leading to a new puzzle or community event. And did it? Not yet, at least. Even Bungie has told us through a tweet, Cosmo, and in the TWAB today that there is no puzzle to be found or chased after.
At least
what are
right
your
now.
words, Sin, on that exactly?
Amateur bullshit.
I mean, you would
That's
have
actually
time to be doing a puzzle anyways, would you?
That's actually Hazel's line. I stole it from him, but yes, I wouldn't necessarily have time right now. I mean, I'm off today. If it was there, I would be messing with it. But I kind of miss that aspect of having something secret or something exciting just randomly pop up in the game that nobody knows about.
Yeah, and chances are, unless it's something that we could all contribute to, it's only going to be like the dados or certain people that figure out the hard part, and then we all benefit from what happens after that. But people were going out pretty quickly. Dado did fall out. Someone else I was watching, and
yeah,
I'm sure he was too. And they were looking for a while, and they're like, "No, dog, this isn't anything." Or if it's something, there's no way we can figure this out because, at best guess, they're like, "Well, the bolts are shooting weird now, and they can make constellations in the sky, and so we got to like go everywhere where there's something related to Telesto and shoot everywhere and see if anything happens." And after a couple hours, even like Fallout and people were like, nah, we're not doing this anymore. Yeah. You know who stuck at it of the bigger people for quite a while?
Glad?
No. Lucky 10p. Yeah, that guy's, I don't know.
Insane.
Yeah, insane, stupid, whatever you want to say. But no.
I hope it's not like one of those giant community events like they did with the Sundial, where everybody had to start sending images in and you had to create a freaking program to like put the crap together. That to me was not fun.
Why was it not fun? Did you do work that wasn't fun?
I didn't do anything for it, but it was a lot of just watching other people, and then it was just putting pictures together. It was like really doing nothing for the most part in game. It felt like
not for you, but it got the community together. I remember it was like one of Glad's biggest viewings ever. I think that kind of put him on the map more, and some other people, and then it led to something that we all got to benefit from. So you can let them do the boring parts then and just ignore it if you want, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would. If it was like that, I would definitely let them do the boring crap.
Yeah. Well, okay, so, and here's what I was thinking all along. So I get it, and sometimes developers do leak things to And not even that they meant to. Maybe like an employee that wasn't supposed to say anything might have, let's say in theory, would say something to like Tassie or another reporter and say, well, there's actually something happening, so get the word out, because we don't want to tell them. We kind of want them to figure it out on their own. But if it's maybe written in an article, someone saying, hey, there might be something going on, people look around, then we're still not really saying anything. But I think that's bullshit, because with the previous ones, they still kind of did or said something, right? Like with these other puzzles, I remember tweets coming out at least a couple hours in saying, maybe you should look for something. They didn't tell us how or what, but they at least posted something. And if they're going to want it to be leaked to a reporter, then why not leak something vague anyways, just on your Twitter? You're not giving the answer. You're just saying, look for something,
And they've
there's
done
no
a pretty
point
good
doing
job
this.
of saying, no, there's nothing here. Just stop
Yeah.
looking.
There's no point saying like the whole rigmarole of just say, we'll have a reporter tell the public instead of us directly.
Right.
Yeah, and you're right. They did on the opposite side of it. Should they have said something sooner? Maybe I think they were just laughing, saying like, this is fun. Like Telesto's taking over, and they think there's a puzzle. Well, we'll tell them a day later.
For me, the animation with the reload, though, makes it think like it wasn't necessary. That to me is not a bug. That to me is something more.
Yeah, I said Easter egg. But it just because it's an Easter egg or they purposely programmed it doesn't mean it's leading to something else. They're just doing this funny little thing for us with saying Telesto is taking over. I mean, how far are you going to draw the line? Are you going to say, because Telesto is different now? There's a new raid coming out next week. I mean, you got to draw the line somewhere, And developers have put Easter eggs in the game before that don't lead to anything. They're there. And now it's all like a big joke. It's all like a big, yay, Telesto's taking over, because we've joked about that in the community so many times. And now Bungie gets to joke back saying, yeah, it actually took over. Ha, ha, ha,
I do like the fact that they're playing along, but again, I think there's still more to come, honestly.
Really? So you think there's going to be
with a gun? I don't necessarily think it's going to be a puzzle, but I think there's more to come with a gun.
Oh, well, who cares then? Yeah. If there's more to come with the gun, sure, that's nice. But I think that's what we should be talking about is people need to understand more to come doesn't necessarily mean there's a puzzle coming out or there's a big dungeon coming out or something like that, especially since they told us now that, nope, there's no puzzle. So.
Right.
Yep. And there is still a community event coming out, most likely. But that also doesn't necessarily mean this is related to that. These could be two separate things, or maybe they will be combined in a couple weeks also. But there's just no way to know on that right now. All we do know is that they've been having fun with it. They've been posting these, not puzzles, poems and little tweets and stuff. And then the only other thing we know is they said there's no puzzle to go after. So. Anyways, that was fun. Telesto, the besto.
Still don't
Let's
use it.
see. Well, I wanted to start with that poem, and then we got into the whole discussion. But what is new, Sin? You've mentioned some things in the Discord.
Yes. Last week I was out and about, didn't make the podcast, and on my way home that night, I had a close encounter with a deer. And I believe my car will be totaled. It's now been almost a week. I haven't heard back yet. But I smacked him going 70 miles an hour on the interstate. All the airbags deployed. And yeah, so now I've been driving my wife's car, my mother-in-law's car. So I've been making alternate arrangements, trying to figure out if my car is totaled, if I'm going to have to get another one, or if I'm going to get a demo. That's kind of what I've been messing around with. In the meantime, instead of just getting a rental, I was hoping they were going to make a decision quick, but they hadn't. But yeah, other than that interesting stuff.
Hey, when the airbags went off, were there also like lower down ones, like near your legs?
No, it was both side curtain and the front airbag.
Weird. Because when I got in my 2014 Crosstrek, when that one got totaled, I got in an accident and front airbag, and then but part of that, I don't know if they're separate or not, but they have ones that are below the steering column that kind of protect your legs, from
Yeah, the
popping up
knee
the end of the dash.
airbags. I honestly
Yeah,
don't remember if there was one there or not.
oh, well, maybe there was and you just didn't notice. But the reason why I'm asking is because that's what bugged me the most was those ones kind of bruised my legs. And I guess that's a common thing for people. It's better than your legs hitting the dash really hard and like breaking a bone or something. But it was annoying. I had bruises on my legs for a while after my crash. But
Yeah.
nothing for you?
No.
That's good.
The worst part was almost dying to smoke inhalation or the talcum powder or whatever, the white powder that's on the material for the airbag.
So dramatic.
There, so it doesn't stick or something. But it literally filled the entire car with white smoke.
Yeah, but you really think you almost died? I'm pretty sure they would test that.
Yeah.
But yeah, certainly annoying, I'm sure. It's sad because you had a fun Subaru Impreza, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about getting out of it anyway, just for the simple fact to get that one less debt thing that I have to worry about. And I'd considered getting a demo. So it is good timing now. I mean, I probably am going to be getting a demo at some point as soon as they tell me if it's totaled, which I'm pretty sure it is. And then I'll be driving that. And I won't have
you
to worry about
cannot make up your mind. ADHD in life much?
No.
You've switched cars a lot. Going to no car to a car, from no car to a car.
I know. I'd prefer not to have a car or a car payment. So having a demo for work would be the best way to do it. And I had to get a car the last time I got rid of my personal vehicle, because of the job change.
Yeah, pretty much everyone needs a car if they have a job. So just keep a car and keep a job, right?
If the company if it's going to be a company vehicle, I'll take that.
Oh, you can't count on that though. Yeah.
No, but I mean, it is for me with the mileage that I am driving. I think that's probably the better way to go. I won't have to cover insurance. I'll just pay a little bit towards it and be able to get a car whenever I need something.
Yeah. Yeah, that is not bad. And then if you don't stay with that job, then just have to find a different car later on.
Correct.
With a different job.
I plan on being here for a while.
All right. Well, not much is going on for me. I'm trying to think.
Nothing exciting like that.
No. Except been playing God of War Ragnarok a lot. It is a blast. A lot of fun. It was getting 9 out of 10 reviews from everyone, or 10 out of 10. And if you've played the old one, this one is very similar, which is a good thing. I mean, new maps, new lands and stuff, but it's not bad that it feels similar. It's not like the play style has changed and they janked it up or anything. And the graphics, of course, are even that much better now that it's come along a few years down the road. So I highly recommend it to anyone who's ever played God of War or looking into that game.
Nice.
And then
in game,
what have we been doing?
Well, you started off first. What have you been doing in game, Kingsley?
Not too much. I think I did a raid or so last week. Yeah, we did some together. Mostly I was just helping. I'm trying to remember. I think I did one other one that you weren't in, but then we did do the one for a bit. What was it? Wednesday? What night were we doing? Actually, it might have been later, like where we were trying the Master Challenge that you eventually got done on another night. But what night did we first start trying it?
Was it Saturday?
Maybe it was Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah. Saturday night.
Yeah. It was Master War Priest Challenge in the King's Fall raid. And anyone who doesn't know what that means, other than just it being a lot harder because of Master, Sin, tell the lovely people about the challenge. You know, they might care a little bit, even if they're not going to run it. But if you used to War Priest at all, what do you have to do differently for Master Mode?
You have to take the the brand claimer, and you have to actually claim the brand within 5 seconds of picking it up. So that's really the tough part, especially when depending on where the knights actually spawn. So Thunder Crash Titan is the play there.
But was it tough? I mean, you guys figured it out. Ultimately that part was not the failure. It was mostly just people staying alive.
The deaths are the big thing in Master, right? Just along with any other Master or harder content like GMs, it's staying alive. And
what you say can be the toughest part, but it's also something that can be learned fairly quickly. So once you get it down, it then all of a sudden becomes a non-issue, and then it's the staying alive that's the issue.
Yeah. I mean, if you know the encounters, I mean, you know where they're going to spawn, you know where to go, you know how to, especially if you're doing the thunder crashing portion, you know how to thunder crash, pick it up while mid animation and take it and claim the brand as you're crashing down. I mean, it's easy, right? It sounds easy talking about it. Staying alive. Right?
Well, and
enemies hurt.
And here's the thing too, I love the composition of it because it is one of these encounters where you want to have 2 Titans, 2 Hunters, and 2 Warlocks. And you need the Titans to be the people that do the Knights and pick up the brand. And because you have to Thunder Crash over, you don't have to, but that's what makes this encounter much more doable.
And it's especially tough, right? For anybody who's run Titan and is crutched on healing nades or Loreleys for survivability. When you're running Arc, you don't have that.
Yeah. And then you want Hunters to help with DPS, and then they can also you could, I guess, potentially do 4 Warlocks, but the 2 Hunters are best suited for doing what's the exotic that gives us the ammo?
Aeons?
The finisher. Aeons, because you really need heavy ammo generation on Master. And then you do. But you definitely want at least 2 Warlocks because staying alive the well during DPS phase because he hurts like crazy on Master. So you might as well just do the 2 Warlocks, 2 Hunters, 2 Titans.
And I do have a big complaint about running that because after Saturday I ran a LFG, and the people for the most part were chill. They weren't like a-holes by any stretch of the imagination, but they were dumb. Wanting to run cheese on the plates on Master. Like I don't think we've ever run that, right? As many times as I've run that, we've always done plate call outs, but they wanted to cheese the plates so they didn't have to call it out.
Yeah, you have, but I've rated more. Yeah, I've been with groups though, Sin, that they pretty much demanded doing the cheese method. So I had to play not on Master, but on normal.
Yeah, I don't think Master's the way to go because then if it breaks, you're screwed because you may need 4 phases to take down the boss.
Well, yeah, and that plus if you're running Master, come on, you should know how to do it well. People are going to say know what to do, but not do the plates the legit way.
You're going to run the cheese.
And it's not even hard. It's one of these things like, okay, we all kind of agree, cheese on Riven. Everyone does that 98% of the time. But the cheeses that don't give you much benefit and you're not learning something that's easy to learn and it's going to be helpful to recover from, that's stupid. See, I always say like people should learn the legit ways because then if you need to recover, you have a better chance of recovering. When I was with a group that wanted to only do it the cheese way, and then when that messed up, just because of the timing, someone didn't do something right, you can't really recover the same way. You still have the same amount of time, so you can still recover, but like you can't do a different recovery, if that makes sense, because no one knows what to do. They only know the cheese way.
Right. It's like, crap. Don't know how to read.
Yep. But you got it done, right? You did that another night. I don't think I was available.
Yeah, did it Monday? No, it was the night I did the LFG, so I think it was Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Yep. And finally got some people together to do it, and it was good.
Excellent. And you finished the Halloween event. Oh, sorry, if you want to talk more about that, go for it.
Oh, no. That's only got 2 more challenges to do for Master to get it done for my title. So I got daughters, sisters, uncles, mothers, and then I have totems.
It's daughters. And then totems, yeah. But only two, except totems loops way back around several weeks from now.
Yeah, and
The last week of the season, right?
pretty much.
Yep.
And then
And one of
that
the
way I don't have
most
to mess with
annoying
the
ones.
next season, because having to go back and do another raid like that to get the title, it's not fun. Then you got to wait for the power grind all over again. Not interesting.
Well,
no.
with that one, start it. I don't know, Sen. Be careful, because that is probably the hardest one. And start early in the week and do like every single night, just with LFG or whatever, because you don't want to be not getting that one done.
Well,
you know.
if we get a crew that knows what to do, I kid.
Yeah, but you can't count on that. I couldn't count on that. I was able to hit one of the nights that they did, and I ended up finishing it with an LFG group. So
lucky. But to your answer about the Halloween event, yes.
Lucky? No, it was a lot of work. I did 5 hours in that.
Yeah. I spent less than an hour with my LFG group, and I didn't even say anything. I just left. I couldn't. One guy, after sitting around for 20 minutes while we tried to get people together, didn't know what he was doing, like didn't actually go for the night. And we had a fairly clean run up to that point. And it was like, oh.
No,
I'm
did
like,
you do?
I'm done.
You probably didn't listen to the advice that I gave you. Once you start to know the encounter, you actually do want to look for the groups that say know what to do. Did you look for that group, or did you not look for a know what to do group?
Oh, I did.
Oh, really? And they still didn't? Okay, then that is weird.
Yep.
Yeah, because normally I hate the know what to do groups, but the one exception is you've already been working on the Master Challenge a lot, and you need to find a new group, and then the know what to do groups are hopefully more likely going to get it done.
Yeah. I think some people do that and they don't really know what they're doing, and they hope they get a bunch of people that do. And it's just
no, you can't write that then. Oh my God. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure some
yeah, you're right. Some may do that. Yeah. Oh man, I'd be pissed too. Know what to do. The assumption is the person writing that also knows what to do.
Well, they didn't.
Oh,
but Ghostwriter, I did get it.
Rodimus. I saw your question in the other channel. I was just about to answer it, and now because you're bugging us, I'm not going to say you. I'm not going to say you anymore. Question for the show, Sin. Who's your favorite GDC member? What does that even mean? Do they have to be in the GDC, one of the GDC clans?
Like GDC 1, 2, or 3?
Or does that just mean their community? Sin and I are in the GDC community, so my favorite GDC member is Sin.
Yes to what, Rodimus? Be more specific. But if we're talking about podcast hosts,
I don't think he was talking about that. Oh, maybe. No, he said yes for when I asked in one of the clans. So
yes, Rodimus, you can be our favorite.
Yes,
you'll be my favorite.
I'll still answer for Rodimus is my favorite GDC member. Yes.
Give me your tots.
Yeah, for those just listening to the show, he posted a yes picture from Napoleon Dynamite. So, yeah. All right. And then we have another question for the show, Mr. Monkey. If the rumored community event takes us narratively straight into the next season, what are your hopes for the story or dungeon? I don't know. I never think about that. I don't care. Do you, Sin?
No, I'm not forward thinking like that. I mean, I would like to think it is going to be something good with the community event, and maybe we'll tie into the following seasonal story. I mean, they do a fairly good job with that storytelling. I just don't know what they'll do or what I'm hoping for.
I just like to go with the flow. I don't really care I care more that this community event would be a fun activity. Like, we know one of the things is running the raid. You'll get tokens or currency or whatever it's going to be. So that's what I'm looking forward to. As far as what happens with the story, if it can lead into the next season somehow, great. That's a plus for me, Mr. Monkey. But as far as what or how, I kind of just, don't feel creative in like knowing or caring how to answer that. Uh, sorry. I am so chill with that type of stuff. I'll probably be happy unless it's something stupid like, okay, they're having,
Sundial.
the fallen and we're building their community, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, what's something stupid like next season they're like some other character says, "You were helping the fallen. That's stupid. Now just help us." Like they just kind of transition it like that. They actually
Or
use those words like, "You were helping the fallen." You know.
or it's something in the public space and then they get rid of the public space again.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that would be stupid. Like we build that up, we do something, and then all of a sudden it's only for 2 weeks because that's pretty much what this is going to be, and then they like take it away or like it's messed up. Or something.
Sundial, I'm going to mention it again. The Sundial seasonal, big thing with the Sundial, that huge community event, and we don't have the Sundial anymore. So it probably will go away, to be honest with you. So yes, it might be stupid.
But but that wouldn't happen anymore. They could like, okay, they can't really take it away though now because things are a little different. Remember, are all the seasonal activities stay around for the year. So the fact that if someone's playing the game for new next season, they can still go back and do the other seasonal activities, which means they have to keep Spider there in some aspect because he's part of that weekly quest. You do
for the year, but the year is up after next season.
Yeah, but he said leading into the season. So are you answering a different question now, Sin? Or
I mean, I'm just saying it will go away. I'm not saying it's going to go away at the end of the season, but
that would be stupid if it did. That's what I was saying. If it went away at the end of this, it can't even really now that I'm thinking about it. So, yeah. Yeah, and then when it goes away, it's like, do they make it go away in an interesting way, or is it just, it's not there anymore? Oh well.
It'll be oops, it's not there.
Yeah.
Because they warned us it was going away.
Let us know, everyone who's listening, what you want or think or any of the above. Also, I'm sad. No one has told me their stories of Telesto. Tell us your fondest memory of Telesto.
Well, that would require me using it to be able to tell you mine.
Your fondest memory is using it once. Heard you, Sin.
Yeah, basically. Let's say Telesto. It's not the besto.
Well, it's actually very good in PvE, especially if you need something void, because it just explodes things and you don't even have to. You can just kind of like blast it everywhere, if that makes sense, and then things just melt. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can even like, let's say you have a group of ads that are coming towards you, just hit it at the ground where they're going to move to, and then they walk over it and they're just done.
But they're broken firing portion now or the normal firing version?
Well, I don't know. To be honest, I used to like Telesto a lot more. Not that I don't like it anymore, but I've just moved to been testing so many other weapons. The way it works now, I'm trying to remember how long it stays on the ground. I think it may be the same amount because they did lower that at some point where it doesn't stick as long. And it may be that now, instead of it just kind of disappearing, that's when it does the little explosion things. So.
Maybe. Still not going to use it.
Not sure what Drafty is exactly talking about. According to the GDC speedrun and Sin, it is the best. Oh, okay, because that's a question. According to whose GDC speedrun? I feel like a lot of people say no on that. But yeah.
I mean, I haven't had a shot this year, Gator.
We don't need Sin to have a shot. No one cares about Sin.
Apparently.
I don't know. I'm just kidding. See, my favorite GDC member is Sin.
Yes, if I said yes, Drafty, I didn't mean it. I was just going for speed. I could absolutely
very smart for saying that, Sin.
I don't think I said yes, though. It's been over a year since I've been on.
uh, well, let's get this TWAB talked about a little bit.
Shoot, that means I got to pull that shit up.
Well, if you want to, you can pass it over to me. I know you used to read TWABs even on 1050's things, so I feel like you should do it. But if you don't want to, I can do it.
No, hang on. I'll pull it up here. Talk amongst
And-
yourselves for a few
And
moments.
again, just you can just talk about the important parts. We don't need to go through all the pictures and videos and stuff at the end.
The
Talk
most
amongst
important, the most important thing I remember out of that was the Mariah Carey raid,
Why is that important?
and it was just a fun little video at the end.
So most memorable, but what's actually more important, Sin?
The Mariah Carey raid. I mean, there's stuff in
Okay.
here about the trials map. Community did vote this week, and it is Cauldron. They had some news about Telesto. Cool little images. I know we talked about there at the beginning of the show about Telesto and how they posted some stuff on Twitter and their social media.
Yeah, and the emblem that you can. I think we talked about that a little bit in the pre-show, so let's talk about it again. There is also a tweet and a code you can get to type in to get the Telesto emblem.
There's that code. It does pop up. It popped up for me when logging in. So
Yeah,
you
but
don't want to go and read the tweets or twabs.
yeah, but who? Yeah, do people actually like screenshot that really fast? More people miss that probably, and then at least you can get it in the TWAB or the tweets also.
Well, everybody's got a phone on them. It's easy to take a screen. Like
Yeah,
a
that's true.
little-
That's true. And
Yeah,
then
you know it, right? They did confirm that anyway. No puzzles or secrets to be found. Despite what the machine says, we are in full control of the situation, and there is no need to panic. Again, another point that they purposely broke Telesto.
wait, purposely broke or purposely made better?
Purposely
be
did
better now.
something to it.
Yeah. Let's be specific here.
Nah, we'll leave it vague, open to your imagination. Iron Banner. It's coming back around. Don't forget next week, if you're looking to guild or get your title, do it. Iron Banner is coming around. Player support reports. I like how they keep trolling with Telesto here because the first word after that is the besto.
Yep. Mhm.
They are definitely, like you said earlier, taking this in full swing. Telesto, help. Then they just say next week in Bungie, what's coming up? Daylight savings reset time change reminder. Don't forget to save your Stadia characters via cross save if you haven't already. For those who are only playing on Stadia right now, definitely do that. And known issues. Here we go again. One line. Telesto.
See, the thing about this too is if it's not going anywhere else soon, within another few days or something, the joke's overplayed. They
Yeah.
can stop now. I don't know. I'm not trying to sound like a grump, but you know what I mean? Like you got to be judicious with jokes and stuff, and people were always like, "Oh, Telesto always breaks." Actually, it's been pretty reliable the last several months. Bungie had to purposely do something now to actually have it break. So
I do like the maybe it's to sell more merchandise because that days till last incident shirt.
yeah, that too.
That's actually kind of cool. Are you gonna get the shirt? I gotta know.
No, I don't buy any merch.
Why not?
I've said that before because I don't care about it. So it would be a waste of money to do so.
You know, I
Yeah.
had all this stuff that I ended up buying like the first couple years of Destiny 2. Like I have there's like one of those like construct sets. I had a couple like figures and pops and a couple of the books. I think I got one of the lore books as well. A lot of that stuff that I've had has been sitting in a box in my basement since I've been down here. I just really haven't done anything with it, but I finally got some shelving down here and got it all unpacked, and it's now on some shelves.
And now it's just sitting on a shelf instead.
Now it's just sitting on a shelf.
See, I'm forward thinking about this stuff. I know not to buy real world crap unless I absolutely would use it or like it. I've spent plenty of money on food and digital things, but hey, at least I don't have real world crap sitting around. And not that this stuff is crap. No fault to that, but it is smart to kind of know oneself. And if you're like potentially short on space in your living areas or not going to look at something except for more than like once every couple years, then yeah, you can save some money by not getting some of these things.
Yeah, I actually don't mind it. I ended up getting some additional pops fairly recent anyway. Just to put up to like decorate my basement is really what I'm using it for now. Like I got the shirts and they're framed and on the wall, the seals from all the titles that I had purchased. They're all in one frame right now on the wall. So for me, it is decor for the basement. Even though it's just sitting around, that's what it's there for, decor at this point.
And does that make you feel better about yourself when you see it every day?
Yeah, when I'm down here.
I'm a Destiny player. Your wife sees it and she instantly gets turned on.
She doesn't come down here. This is my space.
Yeah, I was joking anyways, but
and it doesn't take her much anyway. Sin. She's a ginger.
You're such a good Destiny player.
I mean, whatever floats her boat.
Oh man.
Is Tom allowed in your space? Jesus.
You're so awesome. You have all these Destiny, what do you call them again? The little bubblehead, not the bubblehead things, the
pops.
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 You're so cool.
Holy crap, you are so boomer right now. All right, Kingsley, get your Werthers.
Wait, what are you talking about? I don't collect any of the stuff. That's
Dude,
more of a boomer thing, I thought.
No, you're like tops and pops, not knowing what they're called.
Not knowing what some called is actually probably a good thing.
Oh man.
Yeah. I'm sure people that collect these things, I'm sure Gator knows what they're called too. So
what,
yeah,
Werthers?
I don't think in this case, Sin, the joke quite I'll ask my son, who's a Gen Z, if he cares about pops, and then we'll get the real answer.
Scoot said, "Don't shit talk the Werthers."
I never liked the Werthers, but mostly because I don't like hard candy that much, and let alone more so caramel hard candy stuff. I do like taffy a lot. I'm just thinking of like older candies and things like that. But yeah, that was like the one thing like what my grandparents had that I was never into Werthers. But I get why people like them. And a lot of times these things are like older, get popular again. They come back around. And so, yeah, everyone, you tell us your favorite candies for the Guardian Up podcast.
Starburst. Could go for some Starburst right now.
But yeah, that's the TWAB.
Light, lax girth.
No, it's good. It's good. We talked about it. What we need to.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
I will be grinding out some more stuff here towards the end of the season for lingering titles and triumphs I've been missing.
Awesome. Good for you. And I will be playing raids. So
and
people
God of War.
And God of War. And of course, probably not Iron Banner, but the week after, hopefully there will be that rumored community event, and then I'll be back for that. I never go anywhere. I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to be. Why would I be in Destiny that much when a new cool game came out, God of War, and someone wants to raid though. So anyone again listening to this, if you have not raided much and want to get something going these next couple of weeks, hit us up in the Guardian Hub Discord, and you can create a posting, or better yet, you can create a scheduled posting through our 100 bot and get that going. And we'll tell you where you can find all that in just one easy to find website at the end of the show.
Speaking of scheduling crap, I do need my touch of malice still. Sorry.
Well, it can happen.
Squirrel.
Yep. Live update. Do anything in the game?
No, I'm getting arc kills because I don't have my Bungie reward emblem yet, and I'm running
So
strikes.
no means yes.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yes means yes, and no means yes.
Gotcha. Well, we can end it there. If you have any last minute questions for us in the live chat, let us know. But we will keep those coming. We'll look for your questions. If you post them, we'll have a live thread each week. And then if
I actually
that
got
one,
something. We're going to do
and
this
real
live,
quick,
right? Yeah, we're going to do
and then
this
we
live.
also have a general one too. Questions for the show. Yeah, Sin, go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do this live. That is going to be posted. But since Rodimus is in the chat, and there is such a backlog of questions in GDC, and since they may no longer be able to promise those questions could be answered, you could always bring a couple questions over to us, Rodimus. I will help answer them for you.
That's absurd, Sin.
It is.
I don't even know why you said that.
Because I wanted to.
All right.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. So
Contract work. Yeah.
Are you sure you want that?
Oh,
'Cause I
see, this is
I
what we
can
like.
give you about 100 here in a minute if you'd like.
Well,
And
I mean,
everyone-
since they can't come through with answering them,
wait.
I mean, I have time to answer them right now.
Welcome to the show. This is Rodimus for those not familiar with the voice. Over at the Guardian Hub, we sometimes have guests pop in, especially if they've been a guest of the show in the past. So nice to hear from you, Rodimus. Are we sure we want? I mean, yeah, I don't know what Sin was going with this.
I don't think you want them. I spent 3.5 hours today deleting the channel of all the nonsense to try and get them to streamline some more questions. So we'll see how that works.
Sin.
Well, just remember that we do have Laz as well. And once we start answering them, you will get a bill from onlysins.com. It will no longer be free 99.
That's fine. I can pay a little bit to get the questions answered.
Free 99 or $3.99?
It won't be free 99. It'll be something 99.
Something $1,000,099.
$1 billion.
It'd be 69 cents.
Hey,
Nice.
100
Plus
questions.
Yeah.
It'd be a penny a question. We'll stop at 69.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, I kind of like how we do questions here, and if people want to ask questions, before Sin was talking over me, of course I talk over him just as much. But what I was trying to say is, even if you don't hit our live episode thread, you can go in our general thread and give us questions. But we don't need the questions. Also, we don't care if we don't have questions, and we don't care if we do have questions. We're chill like that. But we loved that Rodimus popped in here. What's new? What have you been doing in the game?
Honestly, I have not been playing. I'm kind of in a little bit of a lull. I got my seasonal title and the haunted title. Kind of taking a break a little bit because I'll be grinding Iron Banner as soon as it comes to work on that title.
Yeah, so that could be a fair amount of work. Now that was this season, right, where you had the big pain of having to do the other characters, right?
Yeah,
Ace
so
is
I'll
right,
be,
right?
I will be playing a hunter until I get my 4 pieces of armor I need. Then I'm going to go back to the Titan, possibly Warlock, just to play PvP.
Well, good luck with that, sir. More power to you.
So I got to do 2 resets, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
No, I'll be fine. That's probably much I'm all going to do because I got all the seasonal stuff done, so I really don't have anything to do. If there's a raid that pops up, I might jump into that to go for touch, but other than that.
Well, I mean, you need touch. Sin needs touch. You can touch. No, I'm just kidding. But we can. We'll try to find some crews going.
Yeah, it's plus
soon.
the other thing for me, it's getting in the holiday season, so working retail, I'll be a little bit more
yeah.
busier.
Yep.
So
And
it's a good time to take a little bit of a break from it.
it is. I think that time change thing really hit everyone this week too. It's like, oh, it's dark at 5 now. Should I be
Yeah, that
staying
sucks.
up this late playing video games?
Going to bed early.
Yeah.
So,
I still don't totally do that myself. I don't really go to bed early, but
So
I feel it like this is weird. I shouldn't. It's like I look at the clock and it's like 6 o'clock or something. I'm like, I should have been. Normally it's like summertime. You're playing video games and it's like getting dark and you're like, okay, I know I have an hour or two left. But then when you're already sitting an hour or two and then having dinner, you're like, I guess it's bedtime now.
So since Sin did ask for some questions from the GDC question, I'll give him one.
Ooh, let's do it.
So, what is the best company name that you've seen out there in the real world that is borderline repulsive? Like, prime example is a company's name was Frozen Nipples, and they're an HVAC company.
I mean, I think that's kind of funny. I don't know if I would say repulsive,
I
but,
wouldn't call it repulsive. That's good.
but I get the question. Yeah, go Sin, but it could be a tough one.
I don't know. I don't find anything really repulsive, probably because I live in.
Or it could just be a funny name that you've seen.
Yeah,
That'd be repulsive in general, but
Then go with funny or weird.
Oh, that's a good one.
like I've seen one where it says handyman with a crappy truck, so and he drives a beater of a truck that shows up to your house.
That's good too. Oh, what is I feel like there's like a food one that I've seen recently, but I can't quite think of the name. Kingsley, do you know any offhand?
No, I'm trying to look. There around here there are some like coffee shops that make fun of like some religious things, but I'm trying to think. I was doing like a search, like, is there any kind of like weird food places? Well, there is the I think, did we even get one in Utah now? But they've had them in other states. But the Vietnamese food, the pho, that's spelled PHO.
Mhm.
And then sometimes you'll see them called Pho King, PHO space
yeah.
KING. Yeah, that's always fun.
I was just looking one up. There's a shipping company called Gone Postal.
Yeah.
I mean, you got your classic gas station, the come and go.
I always thought that was a little weird. We don't have any of those around here, but I know what you're talking about. I've seen that before.
I mean, there's some out there.
This one's not really a funny name, but every time, and I'm pretty sure it's Staples, the red Staples trucks that drive by on the interstate sometimes always reminds me of the Red War campaign.
Oh, because of the symbol?
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up if there's like funny Utah store names, but no one's really posted anything that interesting. I'm reading this Reddit thread right now.
Way to get Kingsley distracted.
Absolutely.
I'm not
There's
distracted.
one, I'm looking at one. It's called Bunghole Liquors.
Nice.
And it's got a picture of Beavis on the door.
Oh, Beavis and Butthead. Oh, so long ago.
Oh, no. I know. Again, this is kind of like a religious thing, but there is a local brewery that makes vodka, and it's called Five Wives. Five Wives vodka. Yeah. Still not like totally crazy of a name, but that's probably one of the more famous ones around here. I will post this in the Discord chat.
I figured I'd bring a question. At least that was the oldest question that's out there in their questions channel. Back from 424.
Huh.
I love it. Now, don't get sued bringing questions from them over to us.
Oh, I won't. Don't worry. I'm not worried.
Don't worry. I think we pay a higher retainer fee to Laz than they do. So,
well, Laz is on Team Brittany, so I'm okay.
Okay.
All right. And Brittany is basically Sin anyway, so I think we're all good.
Nice. Well, thanks for bringing that question to us,
Oh,
Rodimus.
no problem.
Thanks for coming in. Anything else you want to mention before we close up shop here? You can stick
No.
around for our closing, but
I'll be around for after dark. So
excellent.
Heck
Well, with that, we will close out. So we're glad to have you here, Rodimus. Rodimus, tell us about, you're in all the communities, you're in ours too, but you did get upgraded to mod status over at Guardian Down. So
yeah,
congratulations
I did.
on that.
Just to try and streamline their horrible channel problem.
Are they sure they're going to want you?
I don't know. I haven't been demoted yet. So
Oh man.
Yet.
Oh, man.
yeah, that may become happen after their hostile takeover, but we'll see how that goes.
Exactly, right? All right, well, that's Rodimus. Sin, where can people find you, good sir?
They can find me, of course, in all the Discords, especially ours, next to you and Dez, all green up top, or on Twitter at Sin_media, where I have not paid Elon Musk's fee to get that official blue check or whatever you want to call it.
I'm just going to ask you to get your blue check payment.
No, I was looking because I've seen a lot of people having the official check mark, but then I think is he pulling back on that? I don't know. I looked and then I got bored.
Definitely, it's a wait and see. I don't
Yeah.
think I would pay it, but either way, it should be a wait and see.
Yeah. But other than that, that's me.
Yep.
Now, Destiny, TMZ Kingsley, take us out.
Yes, you can find me as Kingsley Mac, also on the Twitter sphere. And at least I got my name changed from MC Kingsley to Kingsley Mac before the changes in Twitter. With some of the layoffs, it might be a little bit harder to do it now, but got that. You can find me as Kingsley Mac all the places. You can find our show as the Guardian Hub on Twitter, or everything else about our show, including how to join the Discord, our clan, sign up for the 100 bot. You can find it at our lovely website, theguardianhub.com.
The best hub on the net.
Thank you, Sin. Thank you, Rodimus, for hopping in.
No problem. Anytime.
And thank you, everyone, for listening in at the live show. We really appreciate you.
And thank you, Kingsley.
Yes, you are welcome, Sin. And we will catch you all again next week. Have a good one.
Bye. You know, I've been waiting to say the TMZ thing all week.
Why?
Yeah, why?
You really want to say?
I mean, it is after dark at this point.
Because I always rely on Kingsley to give me like all the juicy news, like the happenings.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right.
Because
Yeah.
he's got to like DMZ.
That's right. I forgot, too, what you're talking about. Well, because I actually pay attention everywhere. Like, my job helps too, but like all Discords, not just Guardian Hub, Guardian Down, but like stuff that's going on in Twitter, stuff that's going on in the Destinyverse. But like Sin can just ask me, and then Sin will come in. I joke like a bull in a china shop from time to time, post a bunch of messages in the Discords, and then be gone again for like a week.
You're talking about me because that's totally me.
Totally, right? But yes, I can keep you up on the gossip. Mostly
your
just
fault.
because I am aware of what's happening. I need to be aware.
I had to spend $3 freaking to be nosy.
Do you know what we're talking about?
Rodimus.
Don't.
The Patreon, $3.
Oh, you paid $3 for that?
Yeah.
No.
I paid money to be helpful. Sin paid money to be nosy.
Oh,
Yes.
I should have just told you what was in there. I mean,
Yeah,
Brittany
see?
uses
You can
Coma's stuff
you
to
can
get
just
in
ask
to see what's
Rodimus.
going on.
You can just ask Rodimus. Hey,
Next
Scoot.
time, I'm just going to ask you to like give me the tag. Hey, Scoot.
What's up? I'll just screenshot things for you. So
You didn't have to pay $3. Hopefully, you're doing it for a good cause too. I could have given you.
I mean,
news.
I guess. It's only $3.
yeah, not much goes on in there. It's more for like feet pics for Gator.
I didn't see any feet pics in the last few days. So
No, we need to get some more going. Let's get some feet pics.
We can definitely get that happening.
I mean, Scoot's in the Patreons too, ours and GDC. So we're all kind of in the know here.
I mean, Christmas is coming up. We can make them a calendar for next year.
I don't think mine would be considered a gift.
We'll put you in like August.
For Christmas, okay, we need to have, I don't know for all of us, but for Sin, someone make a Christmas calendar. Just make a little funny digital thing, not an actual calendar, but different car pictures. Maybe with like a sexy model. I don't know. Then someone make Gator a foot calendar.
deer gifs,
Different feet of the month.
gross.